Hello students, welcome back to our video. So from the last video we started with the chapter 4 and we also discussed the meaning and definition of communication. So let's start with the process of communication. In that the point is given, that is information. Information means the outcome received after the processing the data. For example, if we collect price of a thing means anything, price of anything from 5 different sources, then these prices are data. But the details like maximum price, minimum price, etc. are the information. Correct? So information is the outcome which is received after the processing of the data, that is known as information. So now let's discuss the process. Process is at this stage of communication, the steps of exchanging information are as follows. So there are various steps in the process of communication. Like for the exchanging of information, there are various steps of communication. So let's discuss one by one. So the first step is creation of message. Message is formulated in the process of exchange of communication. Message may be oral, written, verbal or non-verbal. For example, for travelling from Rajkot to Vadodara after 8 o'clock p.m., the steps of information process will be as follows. So, the steps of communication process are given in a tabular form. So, the first is creation of message. So first is formation of message. In other words, we can also use the formation of message. Explanation is that message is created in exchange of information. Message can be oral, written, verbal or non-verbal. In simple words, we can say that for a communication there should be something messaged. There should be something to speak or something to write to communicate with each other. So first thing is message creation. First you have to decide what you have to tell to another person, what you have to communicate with another person, that you have to create. So the first step is message creation. That was the explanation of steps. So let's understand with the example. So example was given that at what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. The process of communications of such questions. So in the above you saw one example that for travelling from Rajkot to Vadodara after 8 p.m. So what would be the steps? So after that you have to decide what bus will be available, at what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. So that sort of question is formed in the creation of message. Now the second step is selection of medium. Explanation for that is, after creating the message, in order to send the message, the one who needs to go personally or select any one or more than one means of communication available. So once the message is formulated, once the message is created, then the person who has formulated or created the message needs to go to the person personally to tell that message. He or she needs to go to personally to that person, or else he or she has to select any one or more than one means of communication which is available. So second step is the selection of medium, whether he or she wants to go to personally to tell the message or use the medium of communication, means of communication. That is the second step. Let's understand by the way of example. Example is, telephone is used as a medium of sending message. Nowadays telephone is used for the communication or for the sending message. So this is the one means of communication. So telephone is one kind of communication way through which the person can send message to the another person. That is, so the second step is selection of medium through which means of communication that person wants to send or give the message to another person. He can go personally, he can communicate through telephone, email, letter, and there are many more means of communication. So second step is selection of medium. Then the third step is to send message. Once this medium is selected, then third step is to send the message. The message is sent after selecting the information and medium of message. Let's see with the example. It is inquired that at what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. That is the example for the to send message. After that, the fourth step is to accept the message. The sender sends the message and receivers accept the message. So the sender sends the message and receivers accepts the message. Example is using the medium of telephone. The receiver receives the message that at what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. So through telephone, he or she will be able to get receive the message about at what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. So after that, the fifth step is interpretation of the message. The sender selects the proper words and uses such a language in the message that the receiver can interpret it very well. So this sender who sends the message to the receiver will use the proper words and use the language in such a way that the person who is going to receive the message can interpret and understand very well. Example is when the sender sends the message that at what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. So the receiver understands that there is a query regarding a bus available for Vadodara after 8 p.m. So the message should be clear and short so that the receiver can understand it very well. Then after that, the sixth step is reply to the message. The receiver of the message interprets the message properly and gives the reply. So the person who receives the message will properly interpret it and understands very well, and after that he will give the reply to the sender. Example is the receiver of the message replies to the query. At what time after 8 p.m. a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available and will supply information accordingly. So these were the 6 steps. So there are 6 steps in the process of communication. First one is formation of message. Second is selection of medium. Third is to send the message. Fourth is to accept the message. Fifth is interpretation of the message. And sixth is reply to the message. So there are 6 steps in the process of communication. Now let's move to the next topic, that is internet. You would be very familiar about the internet, and 90% of the people like you guys would be more understand about the internet, because internet is the thing that you guys use every day. So let's start with that. Internet. Let's first see the meaning of internet. The word internet is derived from the 2 words interconnection and network. The word inter refers to the internal and the word net refers to the network in the word internet. Thus, the internet means internal network. The word internet means internal network. Internet is the largest computer operated system in the world. It has other names like net, information superhighway, cyberspace, etc. So internet these are the words which can be used instead of internet. So now, when a group of computers are connected with the purpose to share information and resources, it is called network. So network means when a group of computers are interconnected with the purpose to share information and resources, then it is known as network. For this, they should be connected using hardware and software. The system of connecting two or more computers is called network. These computers may be in the same room, in the different offices, or at the remote places. The area of network covers nearby computers as well as the computers placed worldwide. Internet means the network of computers. Network. No one owns the internet. Some organizations help in the management of various activities of the network. So, there are 4 categories of computer network, that is LAN, LAN, that is known as local area network. Then second is CAN, campus area network. Then third one is MAN, metropolitan area network. And fourth is WAN, wide area network. So, local area network means computers at certain place are connected with one another through wire or without wire, that is known as local area network. Then second is campus area network means computers at a campus are connected with one another, such as school campus, college campus, that is known as campus area network. The MAN, metropolitan area network means computers of a city are connected with one another, that is known as metropolitan area network. And fourth one is WAN, wide area network means computers are connected globally without any physical boundaries. Thus, the different types of network is called internet. And you would be very familiar with the word internet. So, wide area network is divided into 2 categories. First one is enterprise WAN and second is global WAN. So there are wide area network can be divided into 2 categories. First one is enterprise WAN and second is global WAN. So we would be discussing this in detail in the next video. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.